Come on. I know I can figure this out. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. Oh. Why? 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 Why can't I figure this out? Oh. Hey, I didn't even see you come in. You're probably wondering why I'm sitting here smacking sandstone with a hammer. Well, I'm trying to answer a question that's been bothering me for a really, really long time, and I just can't seem to figure it out. But maybe you can help me. I'm trying to find out what came first, the sand or the sandstone. I don't know. See if you can help me out, will you? Alright, well, before we can actually start inferring about what came first, the sand or the sandstone, let me tell you a little bit about sandstone. Okay? Sandstone is a sedimentary rock, which means it's formed by particles of dirt, sand, silt, clay, okay, that are eroding constantly on the Earth's surface. So let's take this bowl for example. Let's say it's the bottom of a lake, okay, or an ancient ocean. Over time we get these materials deposited in here, this sand, okay, layers and layers of sand like this. And eventually, you know, there's a little bit of water mixed in there too. And as we're going through time, these layers are being smushed down and smushed down and smushed, smushed, smushed by all the layers that are above them. Well, eventually, all this water in here is going to evaporate out of the lake or out of the ancient ocean, which is no longer there. And what you're going to be left with is you're going to be left with sandstone. It's just what it sounds like. It's sand turned into stone. You're also going to notice that sandstone forms in layers. And a very, very common feature of sedimentary rocks is that you're going to see many, many layers in the sandstone. But here's my problem. When sandstone starts to erode, you can see it. I'm going to rub it against another piece of sandstone. As we're rubbing it back and forth, you can actually see the pieces of sand falling back off of it. So, what do we have first? Do we have the sandstone, which erodes to sand, or do we have the sand, which compacts and cements together to form sandstone? Because you can't have one without the other. So which one came first? Let's take a look at some of the things that your classmates have said about which they think came first, the sand or the sandstone. Well, it's hard to argue with that, isn't it? Let's take a look at some places around the world where you can find sandstone in its many, many colors.
One of the most spectacular places in the world to view sandstone is in the Grand Canyon. Over millions of years, the Colorado River actually eroded away the sandstone to create this magnificent wonder of the world. On the Colorado Plateau, there's also Arches National Park, which is going to show you some sandstone, and wind and water have combined to create these odd-looking structures in the sandstone. Not only around the Colorado Plateau can you find sandstone, but across the world in the Sahara Desert, which is the largest desert in the world, which is made entirely of sand. There's many, many formations of sandstone. The sandstone forms above the ground, and it's also formed below the ground also. Sandstone comes in many different colors. It just depends on the color of the minerals that form the sandstone when they eroded away originally. We have some brown sandstone, red sandstone. There's pink inside some sandstone. Again, it all depends on the colors of the minerals that form the sandstone.
Well, there you have it. Now you know a little bit about sandstone and where you find it and how it's formed. You think you can help me? What came first, the sand or the sandstone? Why don't you go ahead and ask your teacher if you can have a couple pieces of granite, which is another kind of rock, in a container. See if you can figure it out for me. Can you make sand out of granite? And if you can, which one came first, the sand or the sandstone?